Hello and welcome to Maggie's Fun Time. This is Magzie, and we are back here on Stardew Valley. Um, I recorded 2 days yesterday, and then I was going to upload them, and it did not record my video. Apparently, it reset the game that I was wanting it to record to Minecraft instead of actually selecting the game that I selected, which was Stardew Valley. So, I wanted to go over first what happened in the last 2 days, and then I want to go ahead and do another episode for my tips and tricks video for you guys, and want to go over exactly why I'm choosing potatoes and green beans. Okay, so first things first. We gave we went down and tried to get our black market person, and we didn't get there in time, so we didn't get to see what she was selling. We tried to go into the mine and ended up having to fish instead, and it took us a good long time to get a cart for one of the people inside of town, and I believe we turned that in to him for that quest. And did I select? Yeah, smelting. We need to smell a copper bar. That's cool. We'll get around to that. So I'm not gonna save this day, guys. So it runs whatever. On the second day, we ended up going to the mines and then going down and getting to level 5. So that completed that quest, and we have to wait till we get the little thing that gives us the quest to go kill 20 of the slimes so we can go do that, and then we're probably going to go full on into the mines. Before we do that, I want to clear up a good majority of our farm outside, and I also want to get an area where I want grass to grow just there and nowhere else. I don't want huge areas of grass all around the place. I just want one area that has grass in it, and then I can go in there and cut it around and leave a few splotches and let it grow back and then cut it again. Everywhere else I want it to just be free roaming. Whatever spawns there, but I want to keep the grass in a specific area. It just looks too cluttered with all the grass there. That's pretty much what happened. We are up to 1,600. We're almost ready for our backpack. Now, that being said, we are going to go into crops this episode, and this will be just me on the screen here. I hope you guys are okay with that. Okay, so first of all, giant crops. If you want giant crops, you are going to have to grow cauliflower. There are 3 giant crops that will grow giant crops. 1 is cauliflower, 2 is melons, and 3 are pumpkins. And they will only grow giant crops with those crops, alright? And of course, cauliflower is spring, melons are summer, and pumpkins are fall. Now, the crops we're going to talk about today, and specifically in this video, is just spring crops, alright? So, if you want the giant crops, you're going to have to grow cauliflowers. Now, cauliflowers is not the #1 crop in spring. So, I'm going to go over the least profitable crops and the most profitable crops. Alright? So, cauliflower, although you can get a lot of money for them because of the giant crops, the little thing that happens. Also, when a giant crop actually pops up, you will need to use your axe to take it out. And you can get up to double, I believe, the normal. So if you plant a 3x3 area in 9 crops, you get 18 instead. Alright. And you can plant those in a 3x4 instead of a 3x3, which will give you double chance for that area to get the giant crop. That is only for cauliflowers, alright? Now, cauliflowers will make you an average of about 7.92 gold per day, okay? And that's what you want to look at when you're planting crops. in Stardew Valley, you want to look at your per day profits, not how much you're going to get at the end of the time that it grows. All right, because you can get a huge amount at the end of the time that it grows, and you can go and plant another crop that gives you a small amount for a quick grow, but you might get 6 to 7 more of those per month. So, like for instance, cauliflower takes 12 days to grow, which means in the season time with 28 days, you're only going to get 2 crops of cauliflower. Okay? Whereas if you grow green beans take 6 days to grow, and they reproduce every 3 days. All right? So 6, and then every 3 days after that. So if you take 28 minus 6, that's 22 days. And then you take the 22 days and divide that by 3, and you're going to get was 18, 21. So that's 7. So you got 8 crops in a month instead of 2. All right. So with the cauliflower, those 2 crops, if you just grow one, it's going to be 350 gold for both the crops. Just for a regular one. All right. No, we're not talking about gold here. Just for a regular crop. If you get one regular crop of green beans, that 8 is going to be 320. Just for the regular. All right. So you got to take that into account. How many are you going to get each month and all that kind of stuff. So getting down to the thing of it, the most profitable crop that you can grow, you can only get on a festival day. All right, and there's 2 different figures here. All right, if you start planting it from the first day of spring and grow it all the way through, you're going to make off of strawberries, the crop of strawberries. Of course, you guys know that because it's the only crop you can get during the month. Strawberries will make you about 20 to 21 gold per day. That's from the start of spring till the end. Now, if you plant them on the day of the festival, people will tell you that there's no point in doing that because you're going to lose profit. And you are going to lose profit, but you're still going to make more from those crops than you will any other crop in spring. All right. So if you plant them on the day of the festival, you will gain about 11 and a half gold per day. So a good strategy is to buy some strawberries at the festival and go ahead and plant like 9 of them, just to gain a little bit of that money back that you spent on those strawberries, and then save the rest of them for the next spring, so you can plant them straight on the spring. That's a good idea. Now, the second most profitable, and this is straight from the wiki, you can go on the wiki and look these numbers up, is rutabagas. Rutabagas take 5 days to grow, and the profit margin is 9, a little over 9 gold per day. And then the third most profitable is potatoes. Now, a couple good things about potatoes. The profit margin is 8.3, so about 8 and a quarter gold per day. And you can get multiple crops when you harvest them, so you can get 2 crops. So it says the yield multiple, it says approximately 1.25 average, so about every 4th one you'll get an extra potato. Look at it that way. So the least profitable are the flowers, of course, and parsnips. Now we'll go over that. The flowers are 2, 2.5, and 1.6. That's 2.5 for the blue jazz, and 1.6 for the tulips per day. And then the turnips, or parsnips as it was, is 3.75. Yeah, I know, that's low. especially since those are the seeds it gives you to start out the day. I'm going to go ahead and bring up our menu so it pauses that for us. So, if you're looking at it from the profit margin standpoint, rutabagas will be a really good one. You can only get rutabagas in the desert though, so you're probably not going to have that the first year. Oh, great dessert. I've never seen rutabaga seeds on there. We could run. No, I think it's too late now. I'll look it up. If we click here, will it tell us? So that's why I chose potatoes and green beans, because those are the two most profitable that you have access to at the start of the spring. And next year we'll be probably doing potatoes and strawberries. Then I always want to do one renewable crop for profit, and then one crop for just profit, so just to sell, and then one crop to keep for our preservation barrels. When you bring it up, it shows you who likes it. That's cool. I didn't know that. It doesn't say who sells the seeds. I will look it up. I'll post it in my description where you can get them at. What time is it? It's 7:30, so that's not going to be able to get there. Anyway, so if you want most profit, the seeds. Which are the seeds? It doesn't say. Let's go back. It might be on the other page. So I might do a playthrough on my own and try the. Oh, okay, it says no. It moved. Hold on. Rutabagas. Yes, you do have to go to the desert. You only buy them at the oasis. They are 100 gold. So there we go. You don't have access to that at the beginning though, so you're not going to be able to get the rutabagas. Kale is another good one. Kale is 6.67. It's that'd be a little unusual one. Takes 6 days to grow. Same as potatoes. You do have to cut those down with your sickle though. But that's your profit margins there. If you have any questions about crops or anything like that, I will post the wiki page to the full season worth of seeds, so you can look at that. I will go over each season when I come to it. So when the first day of spring gets here, I will do an episode just doing the profit margins for the seeds, and I will show you why I planned out to use those seeds. And you guys can plan ahead and look at this as a profit margin wise. And if you're doing the community center, which we're not on this playthrough, if you're doing the community center, make sure that you are growing those multiple crops before the end of the season. You will need 5 gold star turnips for the community center. You will need one of each of the from this community center menu here. You will need one of each of the little plant crops from that actual list that they have in there. So just take a look at that. Also, foraging items, you have to keep some of those. Just be mindful. Don't just grow the crop just because that's the crop you want to grow. Because you think that's the most profitable. Do the research, grow the crop that's going to make you the most money, and the crop that you like. So you don't like rutabagas, don't grow rutabagas. Even though it's one of the most profitable ones, who knows? Who cares? Whatever. Anyway, if you like this episode, make sure you smack that like button. If you subscribe to my channel, I'll send you notifications when I have new videos out. and you can come check them out, see if you like them. If you do like this episode and you want to share it with your friends, tell them that you liked it. There's a share tab down below. Click on the share tab, copy the link, post it on your Facebook, Twitter, wherever you do social media. And I will see you guys on the next episode. Any kind of tips, post them in the comments down below. The next episode of this that we do, I will do on one of my other guys, and I'll try to do like actual gameplay in the thing, and I'll get some plants planted and show you guys what they look like fully grown and all that kind of stuff. And it won't be just this setting on this screen. I just did this on this screen right now because of the whole glitch with the OBS from that last episode that I wasn't able to upload, and I am sorry about that, guys. I will go ahead and put this one on my main Let's Play playlist, but it will be the tips and trick video. It will not be part of the Let's Play. So just to let you guys know, I just want to put it on there so you guys know what's going on and what happened to the last episode. And I'll see you guys later.